So for our introduction, in this paper, it will highlight the term binomial, wherein according to NASMA Shock 2020, binomial is a polynomial with only two terms. For example, x plus 2 is a binomial wherein x and 2 are separate terms. Also, the coefficient of x is 1, the exponent of x is 1, and 2 is the constant here. Therefore, when we say binomial, it is a two-term algebraic expression that contains variable, coefficients, exponent, and constant. So, in mathematics, a binomial is an algebraic expression consisting of the sum or difference of two terms. Binomial are one type of polynomial wherein poly means more than one, and in the given situation, we consider 3x plus 2 as binomial. Why? Because 3x and 2 are connected by addition. This same expression would still be a binomial if the same two binomial terms were connected by subtraction instead. A polynomial equation with two terms usually joined by plus or minus sign is called binomial. Multiplying binomial is similar to the multiplication of any two-digit numbers. The only difference is that it uses the concept of multiplication of algebraic expressions, wherein the term of one binomial are multiplied by the term of the other binomial. So we have different way in multiplying binomial. We have the first method, which is the FOIL method, and the original method wherein you are going to multiply the first term, the outer term, the inner term, and the last term. And now I am going to explain to you the difference between the FOIL method and our newly created method, the rectangular method in multiplying binomial, and how did I say that this rectangular method is more easy way in multiplying binomial. So now let's try this given example. So I have here the given x plus 2 times x plus 4. So using our FOIL method, as I said before, you are going to multiply the first term to the first term, the outer term to the outer term, the inner term to the inner term, and the last term to the last term. So we are going to have x times x, so we have x squared, and the next is x times 4, we are going to have 4x, and then 2 times x, we are going to have 2x, and our last term, 2 times 4, we are going to have a 8. So we are going to combine the like terms, and overall, we are going to have the answer x squared plus 6x plus 8. So as you can see, or as you can observe, when we are using FOIL method, we are dealing with process and step-by-step procedure in order for us to get. So now let's try it using our newly created rectangular method in multiplying binomial. And with the same given, x plus 2 times x plus 4, let's see if we get the same answer. So the first thing that you are going to do in this rectangular method is to draw our rectangular model and then plot each term in our four-sided rectangular model. So you are going to plot the first given in our top and then the next two given in our bottom, and then multiply the term that is parallel to each other. And if you are going to observe, I have here a arrow, so you are going to be guided. And that's it. We have our final answer, x squared plus 6x plus 8. And as you can see, we have the same answer using FOIL method. So to give you more example, let's try this given. So we have here a 3x minus 5 times x plus 2. So like what I have said, the first thing that you are going to do is to draw our rectangular model. So, and the next process is you are going to write the first given in our top and then the next given in our bottom. So we have here a 3x minus 5 and then x plus 2. So the next one is you are going to multiply the term that is parallel to each other. So we have here 3x times x, we have 3x squared. And then 3x times 2, we have 6x. And then we have x times negative 5, we have negative 5x. And then negative 5 times 2, we have negative 10. And that's it. We have our final answer, 3x squared plus x minus 10. So that's it. Okay, let's try this another example. So our given is 5x plus 3 times 2x plus 2. So the first thing, we are going to draw our rectangular body. And then draw the arrow. And like what I have said, always remember the first given is on the top and then the next given is on the bottom. 5x, 3, we have 2x plus 2. Okay, so now let's multiply the term that is parallel to each other. So we have here a 5x times 2x, we are going to have 10x squared. And then 5x times 2, we are going to have 10x. And then 2x times 3, we're going to have 6x. And then 3 times 2, we're going to have 6. And that's it. We have our final answer. 10x squared plus 16x plus 6. Hope you get it. So for our conclusion and recommendation, we proved that the second method is more quicker and more intuitive compared to FOIL method by reducing the complexity of the calculations and using a more straightforward approach. The second method allows us for faster computation, and yes, we agreed that FOIL method is an excellent method for teaching the fundamentals of modular arithmetic and number theory. It provides a clear and systematic way to approach in teaching algebra. However, for practical purpose, especially when dealing with faster and easy way, the second method, rectangular method, is recommended when quick and straightforward calculations are needed. This method is particularly useful in a real-world application, would be beneficial to explore and compare additional methods.